I'm surprised at the number of people with serious violations in traffic court and at MVA hearings who show up without a lawyer. In court, you can face large fines, jail, and the loss of your license. The MVA now has judges instead of hearing officers. It's a lot more serious, and the need for a lawyer is greater than ever. Going to court or to the MVA without a lawyer is a mistake. Here at the law offices of Stephen L. Miles, our trial lawyers can help. Call 685-8444. Let's talk about it.
Okay, Slugger, I think you have a score before the O score.
We opened our softball season today. I want to thank the folks from Violetville. We played our good friends from Channel 13. I'm not going to say who won because, you know, it's not good because I will say this, we didn't lose. But, you know, it's
like, come on.
Because we might play them again if they win. You don't want them blabbing all over. It was a very good game. Had a great day out there in Baltimore County, Violetville. And seriously, it was a nice day.
You're just trying to be gracious.
Families got together. It was a good time. Saw my buddy Duck Donahue. Hey, Duck, how you doing? Anyway, let's talk Orioles. And you talk about a sign of a good team. That's when they bounce back from a tough loss. The Orioles were shut out last night by the Yankees 5-zip. Well, they turned it around today. Let's take a look from the Bronx in New York, the Big Apple, where Luis Mercedes turned it around. He had two ugly errors last night. Watch this play. He avenges that. Bare hands, throws a strike to Chris Hoyles. Randy Velarde, take a seat. Big play right there because it was no score in the fifth. When Brady Anderson, how hot is this guy? He's been on a tear with 2 on, a 3-run home run. Brady is second in the major leagues with 18 RBIs, 3-0 lead. Was 5-2 in the 7th. Mike Flanagan on, and he bails the Orioles out big time. Great curveball there to Mel Hall, who's hot, to end the threat and basically ended the game for all practical purposes because in the 8th inning, the Orioles explode. Mark McLemore with a huge pinch hit single right here. This guy has had 5 RBIs now. 3 of them were big RBIs. That scores Cal. It's 6-2. David Segui had a big game. He had 3 hits today. This one scored 2 more. David has 5 hits in his last 2 games. It was 8-2, and the Birds are cruising for good measure. Guess who? Brady Anderson, and all the Brady bashers must wait for a while because this guy is on fire. He's 9 RBIs short of his career high. Birds win 9-2. Ben McDonald, 6 outstanding innings. Todd Froworth, Greg Olson, Mike Flanagan, sharp. The Birds are short of their first winning April since 1985. Game 3 of the series tomorrow. Jose Mesa hurls for the O's. American League today, the A's beat the Twins again, thanks in part to this guy at the plate, Terry Steinbach, just off the disabled list. What did he do? He hit this home run, he hit a double, he hit a single. The A's rolled past the Twins 8-4. On the scoreboard, Toronto on the verge of handing Kansas City another loss. Texas and Boston rained out. Ditto Milwaukee and Cleveland. National League, Pittsburgh leads Chicago in the 9th. The Dodgers lead San Francisco in the 6th. College lacrosse today. How do you figure this season, huh? Last week, Navy handled Towson State with ease. Johns Hopkins lost to Maryland. Well, today, Navy and Hopkins met, and Hopkins rolled. They beat the Mids by 10 goals at Navy Marine Corps Stadium, where the Navy football team took a break from their spring drills to check this one out, and they're probably not real happy they did. Hopkins in blue. Watch Brian Picola there behind the head. One of his 6 goals for Hopkins. Boy, they were smoking. They led 6-0. Navy tries to come back. Thomas Rusko falls down, hits Matt Polakowski right here with a nice feed. And that cuts the score to 9-5, but it got no closer because Hopkins in total command. Jeff Will scored 5 goals. Brian Lucas had 3. This is Terry Reardon, one of his 4. Hopkins wins 22-12, now 5-3, and clinched a playoff spot, I guess, with that one. Maybe a top seed in the playoffs. Loyola ended the year with 8-3 record. They beat Delaware today. The NCAA bids come out next week. You can bet the house on the Hounds being there. Salisbury wins the Battle of the Shore easily. Seagulls are 11-1. 2 biggies tonight. UMBC at Towson, Carolina at Maryland for the ACC Championship. Mount St. Mary's beat VMI in a breeze today. Pro bowling today. Danny Wiseman of Dundalk has really become one of the best players on the PBA Tour. Danny again made the TV finals this week. Today, just a tad more special. His father, Albert, was by his side. Albert's battling cancer. Today, he watched his son in the Tournament of Champions, the Super Bowl of bowling, and Danny didn't disappoint. He won his first match 256-221 with shots like that. Wife Lisa, and take a look at Albert. Happy campers. There's Danny's dad from Dundalk. Now, Danny lost in the semis to Mark McDowell, 248-235. He needed 2 strikes and 2 pins to win, but he left 9 Albert, his dad, only has 6 months to live because of terminal cancer. Watch the reaction here with son Danny. He hugs Danny coming up. Dad, and a happy, sad kind of day for the Wisemans. Now, horse racing today, big day over at Pimlico, the $125,000 Tessio Stakes. John the Bold was the favorite, the horse owned by Jim McKay and his wife Margaret McManus. A win, and it's on the next week's Kentucky Derby for John the Bold. He didn't win. He finished 8th. Speakerphone won it. Berkeley Fritz was second. We'll have highlights at 11. A world record today at the Penn Relay track meet in Philadelphia. It involved Carl Lewis and the Santa Monica 800-meter relay team. Lewis, you see, took the baton from Floyd Hurd. Needs to win in 1:19 and 11/10 seconds, and watch what happens. How fast is Carl Lewis? Check him out right here.
He has 20 meters.
Sets a world record with teammates Leroy Burrell, Mike Marsh, and Floyd Hurd today at the Penn Relays in a time of 1:19 and 1/100th of a second. NBA today, the playoffs continued. Boston beat Indiana to go 2 games up. Now, Thursday night, the hero was this guy, Reggie Lewis of Dunbar, who had about 36. Well, today he had 15. He needed some help, and he got it from this guy, number 5 in white, John Bagley. 35 points for that guy. Larry Bird, Rick Fox loving that. But the game would go overtime. In overtime, Bagley the miss. Watch the pass to the Chief. Big Robert Parrish. The Celts win 119-112 in overtime. Again, they did it without Larry Bird. They lead 2-0. The Lakers lost to Portland today 101-79. 3-on-3 basketball has become a popular way for folks to stay in shape. Today at Essex Community College, Hoopla, 3-on-3 tournament for Epilepsy Association. 16 teams, over $4,000 raised today for epilepsy research, and Michael Jordan was even there. A lot of Michael Jordan was there. Money Penny won the unlimited title. Whiting Turner won the 18-29 age group, and the Cards won the 30-39 age group. Hoopla 92 today at Essex Community College. Back to baseball. Imagine being a member of the boys Latin baseball team. The Lakers played Friends today, and coaching first base, Diamond Jim Gentile, an Orioles Hall of Famer. Jack Belinke's BL team honored to have Diamond Jim on hand. In 1961, he whacked 46 home runs, had 141 RBIs. He coached first today for BL. BL lost to Friends 10-5, but it didn't diminish the fact that an Orioles Hall of Famer, Diamond Jim, who was a general kind of a giant, great guy to have around. We'll have more on Diamond Jim tomorrow night on Sunday Sports Extra and on a high school wrap, and that's a wrap from me. Now.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Not a wrap for us, though, because when we come back, there have been no recent sightings of Santa Claus in our area recently, but we'll see why today felt like Christmas to some Baltimoreans.
Just when I need someone to love me, just when I think the world's too cold, there you are, right there beside me. There you are in my heart, standing by me once again. There
Sheba, because you cherish your cat.
Horizons only a train can show you. A rhythm you feel only on the rails. The people you meet. The friends you make. The time you share. There are endless reasons to see America by train. The best one is you've always wanted to. Amtrak's America, now half fare for children.
Sick children, 2 words that shouldn't go together, but too often they do. I'm Sally Thorner.
And I'm Stan Stovall. You can help them by attending the 7th annual benefit for the Johns Hopkins Children's Center at Oriole Park at Camden Yards on Saturday, May 16th at 7:30 p.m.
Peek behind the scenes at the new stadium and enjoy food, dancing, and the live auction.
You can be part of Field of Miracles. Do it for the kids.
For details, please call 955-8767. And thanks.
Sold out, Dallas. Sold out.